Hi, welcome Pisces to your weekly reading for January 14th, January 20th, 2019. Okay, so I've been missing in action for a while. I say this on every reading. Um, my father had a heart attack on the 24th of December and then open heart surgery on the 27th. He's doing well. And anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. And feels good to be back here. Okay, so Pisces, January 14th, sun, moon, or rising. January 14th to January the 20th. What's going on with Pisces? And I do hope you guys had a happy holiday. All right, so overall energy at the bottom of the deck. We have some clarity, some truth, maybe an epiphany, a new thought, a new idea, another new here, something that I feel you're inspired about. This could be financial. Okay, but I feel that you guys are admiring someone, or vice versa, someone's admiring you, and maybe this came through as a surprise. You okay, boo? The dog's over there hacking up something. Okay. All right. Here we have the Knight of Swords. So that's kind of like a tower, new tower moment. Here we have the Three of Cups, crossing you or empowering you. Foundation is the Ace of Wands. Crowning you is the Eight of Wands. In the past, we have the Tower. The next course of action to take is Hermit. Here in your position, what's empowering you is the Four of Swords. Here we have how others or how your environment is in your environment, Five of Cups. Here your hopes and fears is Eight of Pentacles. Outcome is Two of Swords, so that's a sense of having your blinders on, some crossroads choice to make. Okay, so it looks like some energy is still remaining here of something that came in that shifted your course of action. I think Taurus got this as well. So the way that things that you thought they were and that you were accustomed to, something happened to change that. And it's sending you, you're being resilient about it. You're okay about it. You're going to start something new. So you're changing the course of action. You've already gone from the realization, the knowing, with the swords representing the intellect, the mind. So you had the aha moment of clarity with this tower coming in, changed your whole shift of your way of thinking, the way of doing something. And now we have this beautiful new Ace of Wands here, this new beginning, something that you're going to take very, very happily, very vehemently, I guess you could say. You're ready to rise up to the challenge, okay? And you're going to do whatever it takes to do that, okay? Here, currently you're coming through. Now, this could be an air sign, but I feel this is you looking back in the past at whatever that change was. But sometimes this can indicate, too, the Knight of Swords is someone who is very youthful, not as youthful as the Page, but someone who's very strong. They're in their prime, and they're going to go and they're going to handle whatever it is that needs to be done. They're very intelligent. Sometimes the Knight of Swords can be a little, I don't want to say abrasive, but a little, what is it called? Something on the trigger happy, or not trigger happy, but there's a little bit of kind of rashness, maybe spontaneous, doing things a little quickly, okay, before really thinking about it. But just brave, brazen, yeah, haphazard, bull in China shop, kinda. But here, this knight is looking back on that tower, so it's like it's still fairly a new shift in direction here of wherever this is going, relationship, career, someone, something. Here we have the Three of Cups crossing you. Now, Three of Cups could be where someone came in and from your past wanted to meet up with you and reconnect. It could also be a third-party situation where you discovered that was someone. Don't have any more threes yet. We're going to clarify. But for some of you, it could just be you hearing from someone that you haven't, heard from in a while or it could be you thinking of contacting this person that you haven't talked to in a while because we have the Eight of Wands that is in your thoughts. So you're thinking about perhaps reaching out to someone, okay? And I feel like this is someone from your past because this Knight of Swords is looking back. Now, again, this could be reversed. This could be someone thinking that about you. Now, here we have your next course of action is I feel that you really need to, if you don't already know this, really think about that before you do it. If this is you thinking of reaching out to someone or going back to something that changed, and maybe you are really thinking and going within and trying to, maybe you're trying to figure things out or figure out what you're going to say. But I feel that you're really thinking about this. Now, for some of you, Pisces, this could be a Virgo that you're dealing with, okay, that they're coming through here. Now, what's empowering you is I feel that you haven't, again, this confirms you haven't talked to this person or you haven't been to this place, or if this isn't romantic, a friendship from the past, you haven't spoken to them for a while. You've had some time out. And I think that you really want to, you're curious what's going on. You want to reach out to this person and see what's up, okay? Now, in your environment, there's a sense of sadness. So maybe this is someone that you miss. Maybe there's something going on, and you guys are doing some meditating and praying about it. But yeah, there's fives indicate challenges. So there is some sort of challenge in your environment that is causing some sadness. Hopefully it's not depression, but anyway, we'll clarify that. Okay. Now here we have the Eight of Pentacles in your hopes and fears. Now the Eight of Pentacles, there's something that you're hoping, maybe it's a new project that you're hoping is going to take off. But again, this is you really working diligently on something and you're almost to that 10, that completion. But we'll see what that is there. Now, moving out here, we have the Two of Swords. So it looks like there's still some maybe where you're quite not ready to do whatever this is, communicate with someone, reach out to them, or start this new beginning. You're not quite ready to do that. You're uncertain about it. Okay. So let's see how this turns out here in the end. We're going to clarify with this deck here. Okay, so let's clarify the Tower for Pisces, please. The Tower for Pisces. All right. So the Tower for Pisces here, we have the Six of Swords. Okay, so with the Six of Swords, excuse me, the Six of Swords, you're moving away. With the Tower, something came in to cause you to, or you cause this yourself, to change your course of action, to change the way that you're normally doing things. This just basically confirms the Tower, because with the Six of Swords, plan B is in order. There's a shift in the way that things that you were used to, because it did cause a little bit of an upheaval on a scale of 1 to 10. It varies, depending on the severity, but it was something that resulted in you changing the way that you were dealing with someone, doing something. It could have been moving. You could move. It could apply in any area. But again, this is general. So, all right. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, so we're going to shuffle here. We're going to clarify this Ace of Wands. So again, something new. The action, wands indicate action. So your foundation is a new course of action. The wheels are in motion. You've already had the clarity, the insight mentally. Now we've got the physical part going on here with this new way of doing things, this new approach is coming in. Now, whether this is reaching out to someone where you had a thought, you heard something that made you want to reach out to them. Maybe that's the change where you haven't heard from someone in a while. That's just what I'm getting thus far, okay? So what are the energies around the Ace of Wands for Pisces? All right, usually this deck jumps out, but it's just not jumping today. This one peeked out here. Okay, so we do have Temperance. Okay, so with Temperance here, this is where you're going to have to not jump the gun. You're going to have some patience and balance, moderation. Don't get too hasty with this here. That confirms you're going to have to really think about what you're going to do. And I feel that you're going to move out here, time being fluid with this Two of Swords, as you're kind of stuck on not making a decision yet. What are the energies around the Three of Cups for Pisces, please? Energies around the Three of Cups. What's going on with this Three of Cups for Pisces? No jumpers. I really like it when they just fly out of the deck, because you know without. Okay, so we have here the Princess of Pentacles. Okay. I'm sorry, the Prince of Pentacles. So Page of Pentacles here. I think you had that through here. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. So that's a repeating card. So there is someone that could be coming in that surprised you, that you haven't heard from, that you haven't talked to in a while. Or this is you that's really thinking about contacting this person. Could be an earth sign with this Virgo here. Okay, what are the energies around? Thank you. Okay, so here we have La Forza. Okay, this is 8. And 8 is, I want to say strength or 7 strength. These are in Italian. Bear with me. Please, I'm so sorry. Okay, La Forza, that's 8. What is 8? Isn't that strength? Probably going to be the last card that I come to. You know what? I'm not going to look. I'm just going to go with what I thought it was. I'm sorry I took up your time. But La Forza, okay, this is 8. I'm going to say that this is strength, because I feel that with the 5 of Cups, what else are you going to need but strength? Okay, so that's what I'm going to. And plus here is the Lion. You need to be strong at this point in time. Now, this could be some news that you heard from someone from your past that you hadn't talked to in a while, and it may be some upsetting news that you heard that's in your environment. And the Hermit here is shedding light on that. So, again, you having to process whatever this was that came through. I think that it's hard to digest for you, or just difficult, just challenging, okay? Now, the Eight of Pentacles, what are the energies around this Eight of Pentacles? We have 2 8s here, 3 8s, 3 8s. Okay. It's not quite a 10. What are the energies around the Eight of Pentacles for Pisces? That's way too many. Okay. Oh, here we go. We want 2. Those 2 peeked out at the same time. So here we have another repeating card, the Five of Cups again. And we have the Six of Wands. I think that's such a pretty card there. The Six of Wands, okay. With this Six of Wands, I feel not the same as the other Six of Wands in this gilded deck or the Rider-Waite's or anything like that. But here we have the Eight of Pentacles, where I think that you're working on one particular thing. You're focusing on one particular thing. And I think that here again, this guy is ignoring this. He's just looking down, kind of checked out. Same thing here. We've got all this up here. Of course, these have already been produced. And there's this one that he's adding to that collection. But it's almost as if in this card, he's just kind of focused on this one as well as this. And then here we have, I think this is a girl that's looking out over a fence here, waiting on something else. So it could be you guys are waiting to hear from someone. You're waiting to contact someone, or someone recently contacted you. But it could also be a dispute or some sort of, I just get some sort of sadness over this reading. That's just what I've got, okay? So we'll pull one of the Doreen Virtues, because I usually don't use this deck, but I'm going to because it just popped in my head. So we'll see if one hops out here. What have we got for Pisces, okay? Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So this could be someone that you haven't been speaking to. Maybe you guys had a dispute, or maybe something happened with this tower that changed the way things were. But this is saying that you need to release it, because again, we had this, remember in the beginning, we had the Knight of Swords looking back on that, looking back. And then there's a sense of, with the Five of Cups, sometimes that's thinking about past situations, depression. I'm not saying you're depressed, but whenever the Five of Cups is somewhat indicative of some sadness, depression, which usually indicates looking back on past situations, past things. So that's what I've got for you, Pisces. So let me know if this resonated with you, and if so, in what way, career or family member, ex-partner. Okay, and I wish you guys the best, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Have a great weekend. Bye, guys.